Did you know the NCAA tournament for men's basketball, also known as March Madness in somewhere, Final Four, the Sweet 16, that it made almost $1 billion this year to CBS and Turner Broadcasting? The athletic conferences associated with the teams receive millions of dollars in payouts. The coaches who advanced deeper into the tournament received millions of dollars in payouts. Did you know this year in 2015, the NCAA made almost $6 billion from this one single tournament? With the NCAA, the college and universities making millions, if not billions of dollars in revenue through collegiate sports, it would make sense that the athletes who play these sports should be compensated. Since collegiate sports are almost, if not more popular in some areas than professional sports, and they generate lots of fans and revenue for the college and universities associated with these sports, a debate has emerged over the recent years whether the athletes should be paid. With collegiate sports gaining nationwide coverage and the popularity of these sports increasing, it would seem feasible to consider even paying these athletes. So if the coaches, the athletic conferences, and the NCAA make millions or billions of dollars each year from these sports, why can't the players receive a payout? Of course you say they do. What about scholarships? According to U.S. News, the top player for one of the top teams in the NCAA men's basketball tournament this year had a full-time scholarship of $41,000. $41,000 might seem like a lot of money, especially for 1 year. However, when you really look at it, half of that money went to tuition. $20,000 in a year, not including his room and board, the books for him to take these courses. Is it really that much money? Yet he can't receive any type of money for doing anything else. He can't advertise his name. That goes against NCAA rules. Why is that? Well, if you look at the athletic schedules also, the time to practice, the time to play. These people, these men and these women, they spend countless hours, practicing and getting ready for these games and then traveling across the country, across the state, wherever they are to play these games. And yet they still have to have time to study. Because if you don't pass, say in high school, you don't play. So the NCAA makes rules against these athletes receiving any type of payouts. Why? Does it want to keep the money for themselves? Is it a greedy corporation that should be disbarred? What is the purpose of the NCAA? The NCAA is a governing body. That's it. It's supposed to generate rules for certain athletes and for certain schools and make sure these schools and athletes abide by these rules. So then why does it receive all this money? Why? So where does the money go? According to U.S. News, the winning school of the March Madness 2015, I do not recall the name of the school, but the athletic department received a zero from all the money received during this basketball tournament. Why is that? It generated the money. Why can't it get the money back? What could be done about this? A consensus is to take these monies that these schools received and put them into a slush fund for these athletes. But then, of course, you get a little debate between men and women's sports. Who should receive the more money? That is something that could be discussed later. But to start, maybe some of these athletic conferences in the NCAA should be disbanded. Does college sports really need all this? The argument against paying college sports is that you would take away the heart of the game, the spirit of the games. If you pay them, they don't care to play anymore because they're receiving money for it. If that's the case, why is the NFL so popular? The NBA so popular? There's evidence to support and evidence against. So if the NCAA, the conferences, and the coaches make some money, why can't some of these money be used to compensate the athletes? With the athletic scholarships coming so much, the time it takes to practice, to still be a student, and the rules associated with being a college athlete, and the huge payout being paid that the athletes don't even get to see. Why not give some of this money back to the athletic department, to these athletes, in a way to compensate them for their job well done? By looking at the overall picture, you can come to the conclusion that collegiate athletes generate monies for their schools. They generate money for the NCAA, for the conference, and even to pay the coaches. Yet these athletes do not receive adequate compensation for their play. With all the money generated, You would think they should. I believe they should. Thank you.